Alright, you guys, it is the wife life and I am back again after a long hiatus. A lot of stuff happened in 2016. It was a very hectic year for me. Today I want to talk to you guys about my top goals for 2017. New Year's is just a few days away. We live in 2016 behind. These are some of the things that I want to get into in 2017, things that I want to leave behind, things that I want to accomplish by the end of 2017. So here we go. Let's just get to it. My top goals for 2017. Let's go. Number one is find inner peace. There is a whole lot of things that go into that, but finding inner peace is one of my biggest goals in 2017. There's a lot of things that I want to leave in 2016, a lot of negative thoughts, a lot of negative actions, a lot of practices that I have been doing almost my whole life that I need to kind of just shake off and do something different. So up under finding inner peace, there's lots of stuff to go through it. So some of the things are going to the doctor and getting everything checked out. So a lot of our mental health is tied to our physical health. So what I wanted to do and what I have done is gone to the doctor, just checked all my levels, make sure everything was good, things that are not good. I usually treat homeopathically. So I usually just go to conventional doctors for the diagnosis, and then the treatment I try to do homeopathically. So that's a big goal in 2017, is making sure everything in my body is working right so that my mental clarity will reflect. For answers on my own spiritually. I've been a Christian my whole life. My dad was a minister way back in the day. I have some questions about the Christian faith. So I'm kind of going on my own and finding my kind of spiritual groove, so to speak. So I mean, there's African proverbs, there's Chinese proverbs, there's Hindu proverbs that all, I mean, none of it goes against humanity. So anything that builds humanity up and builds self up and builds others up, why not embrace that? Why would that ever be wrong? So meditation, breathing, exercises, these are things that I want to do more of in 2017, just to bring a balance within myself and reconnect myself and have just peace. Peace. I haven't had peace in, of course, working out. That definitely goes with mental health and inner peace. Feeling good about yourself physically and mentally. Being fit, being healthy, watching what you eat, taking a lot of things out of my diet, and doing a lot more cooking, healthy whole food cooking. A lot of women, and especially black women, have mental issues that go unchecked, because it's kind of a faux pas in our culture to explore mental illnesses. It's kind of like, no, that's not fun. That girl, you better just go pray. Yes, prayer is helpful, but on a physical plane, there are things that you can do to just make your mental more clean and effective, and just not go against yourself. They are most of the time our worst enemies. So 2017, inner peace. Number two, being a more intentional wife. March 14th is my anniversary. That'll be 7 years of marriage. So what I want to do in 2017 is just be a more intentional wife. There's a lot of things that I do kind of on autopilot, that I don't really realize that I do. I want to plan for my husband more. I want to take all of his likes and interests into consideration and be intentional about making him happy and the things that he desires. I also want to be way sexier in bed. I know for us wives, even younger wives, especially if you have kids, it just kind of falls by the wayside. You get it in when you can get it in. When the kids are asleep, if they're in your bed, if they sleep in the bed with you, you kind of trying to, wait till they go to sleep. But, I couldn't even tell you the last time me and my husband used music and candles when we, had our, alone time. Because one, we don't get a lot of alone time. So in 2017, I want to be way more intentional about putting on sexy things, putting on sexy music, getting away from the kids, putting the kids to bed early, and just making the most out of, me and my husband's time together. So yeah, 2017, I want to be way more intentional as a wife. Number 3, building my brand. I have had a desire to be an entrepreneur since I can remember. My dad has not ever really worked for anybody. He's always worked for himself. It's just kind of in my blood to be my own boss, to be my own woman, and to build with my hands, build with my mind, build with my voice. I love to talk. So I feel like I have something to bring to women. So I want to be more intentional about building a brand in 2017. YouTube videos, speaking engagements, one-on-ones, merchandise, just building a quality content. Build not just the social media fluff, you know what I'm saying? I want to build quality content that women can stand behind, that I can stand behind, and really, you know, help me and help others just be the best that we could be, because a lot of us think that being a wife and being a mother is all there is, and we kind of get stuck in that. And for those of you who thrive at that, and that's amazing, but I feel like there's more to it than that. I feel like we lose ourselves somehow because we forget what else we have to contribute to the world. Number 4 is travel. Oh my gosh, I have such a wanderlust. I can't stay in one place too long. I have got to see the world. I want to, you know, see different cultures, eat different foods. I have such a desire to travel, and I cannot, you know, people say, well, you got to wait till your kids go off to college. You got to wait till your kids graduate. That's not necessarily true. You can make time for family, but you can also make time for travel. And as a woman in 2017, my goal is to travel more. So I will be taking trips, some local, some out of the country. Number 5, be a better friend and a better family member. You know how stuff just kind of falls by the wayside. You don't check in as much as you should. I don't send emails. I don't send text messages as much as I should. The only time I remember your birthday is if you're on Facebook and it pops up on my phone. Like, I just want to be way more intentional about building relationships and holding on to the relationships that I have with my family members, with my sisters. We don't have the closest bond, and so I want to be way more intentional about being closer to my family, closer to my friends. Number 6 is give more. That probably should have been at the top of my list, but I don't think they're not in any order. Like, they're not in order of more important to least important. Give more. I've never been the giver that I want to be. I've always received. I've never been that big of a giver. And I don't think I know that God does not honor a person who doesn't give. I give my advice because I think I have great advice. I give my time sometimes, but I don't give financially, and I don't give, I think that's the main thing, is just giving financially. I have never been in a place where I am now where I have, you know, a little extra money to give, but I always see a need and I hesitate to give. So I really want to just kind of find my gift spirit and give. I don't want to be somebody that takes all the time and never gives back. So I want to be the person that if I see a need, I give, or even if I don't see a need, I want to bless somebody like God has blessed me. I want to do that with a free heart and not like, oh Lord, did I just give them my money? Did I just give them, you know, my light bill? Did I just give them, I want to be a conscious giver. I want to be somebody that somebody can go to if they need genuine help. Number 7, and this is the last one, I want to be a better mom. I want to be intentional about what my children are learning at school and at home. I want to make sure that they are learning culturally, not just academically. I want to know that they have to, build tolerance in them for different people, know their worth. I want to make sure that they know who they are in the Black community, in the world, what their history is, what they can learn from their history, what not to repeat from history. I want to be better about what they eat. Most of what I do is homeopathic. A lot of what I do is natural, but there's a lot of things that I want to take out of our diet. Like, I just switched out toothpaste. I'm going to cut out milk soon and supplement that with something else. It's a lot going on in the world, and if I can shield them from as much as I can while they're young, and then hopefully that builds better practices for them as they get older. You guys share your goals in the comments below. Make sure that you subscribe to my channel. Take this journey with me. Tell me, the things that you are committed to doing in 2017, things that you are leaving in 2016, and let's do it. I will see you guys in the new year. Happy Kwanzaa.